watch it crumble, see the drowning, watch the fall. I feel just terrible about it. That sarcasm, let it burn. Gonna make a toast when it falls apart. I'm gonna raise my glass upon my heart. Then someone shouts, that's what they get. For all the years of hit and run, for all the people bound VH1, when it all their money go, don't we all know? Parasitic music industry, as it destroys itself. We'll show them how it's supposed to be. Music created from devotion, not ambition, not for fame. Zero people are exploited. There are no tricks up our sleeve. We're gonna find again about the beat. We're gonna kill the 7-record deal. Make records that have more than 100 songs. The dinosaurs will slowly die, and I do believe no one will cry. I'm just fucking glad I'm gonna be there to watch the fall. Prehistoric music industry, 3 feet in the gray or tar. Extinction never felt so good. Sadly mistaken. Time has come for evolution. Fuck collusion. Kill the 5. Whatever happened to the handshake? Whatever happened to deal no one would break? What happened to integrity? It's still there, it always was, for playing music just because. A million reasons why. Monday is my favorite time of year. I'm gonna tell you what I really think I like about Mondays. Could it feel like Saturdays, when you don't gotta go to work? Every day is a holiday. I wake up when I want to, I do anything I wanna do. Can't wait for Tuesday. I really never like Fridays. Can't do what I wanna do. Sold out at the movies. Can't eat at the restaurant. Everybody wanna get tight. Put the boards for a cigarette smoke. I think I'll stay home. I think I'll wait for Monday. I live a 5-day weekend. I got a year-long holiday. Thank God it's Monday. Only place that I gotta be is at the show on the first tee. Thank God for irony. Never mind the aggravation, modulation. Give me another key. I tell you I like Tuesdays, cause I kinda like Christmas. Come to think about Wednesdays, are a little like Hanukkah. Thursday's Thanksgiving, I'm talking about the living. I think I'll get thanks. Thank God it's Monday. 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 They must get bored. Might as well just put them out of misery. I don't believe it's selfish to eat defenseless shellfish. No shelter for you. Clams have feelings too. It could happen to you. Clams have feelings too. I don't think they do. Clams have feelings too. She had a wog with a silicone cock sticking in her ass and one in her tongue. A butterfly strapped tied to her clit, but who's got the remote control? That would belong to Louise. She got a new pair of real vaginal teeth. Mommy's little girl's gonna do as she please, if she don't wanna get a spanking. She likes to speak like a 6-year-old brat. Mommy disciplined me, you're nothing bad. Start with the cat, then she'll move to a crowd. Neither one is willing to stop. She knows some girls just wanna have fun with 4 free things aside of her labia. A little undertalk connecting each one prevents a girl from going astray. Slide, you think you've seen your master mean? You better lick my puss and asshole clean. Treat my clit like bubble gum. Pigs make me come. Each time for bed she'll be secure in her head, between her thighs for a thorough night suck. Along with this she'll be digging her piss, so Louise don't have to get up. 2 goddesses in love, one resides below, one reigns from above. One short in cuffs, while one covers keys. The purgatorial touch of Louise. Got a no-string guitar, got a sunbather head. I'm a rock and roll star. I ain't no one left. One more round and it falls to the ground. Smash it out of fast and a perfect, perfect sound. Gonna be the vibe for when the rats are gone. Whoa, 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 bottles to the ground. One more round and it bottles to the ground. One more round and it bottles to the ground. One more round and it bottles to the ground. One more round and it bottles to the ground. One more round and it bottles to the ground. One more round and it bottles to the ground. One more round and it bottles We're professional punkers, we come from the suburbs. After 15 years, we're still having fun. Now we're over 30, not looking so pretty. At least we got a beat up accordion. That's Eric, our drummer. His father's a plumber. He drank enough booze to get Rhode Island drunk. Now sober but smelly, he's got one big belly from living the good life provided by punk. Singing, singing, singing. Buy me a Beck's beer or pass me a bong. Give me some Bushmills, I'll sing you this song. Open another big box of cheap wine. We're over 30, we're doing just fine. Hefe's not satanic, he's one hip Hispanic. He grew up with 12 cousins and kin. He wears baggy pants, he knows how to break dance. You've seen him do every impersonation.
Well, blow me down, Olive.
That was the Megatroid. It's Eric Melvin even. Father!
That's Melvin on 6 strings.
So tell me I can't sing!
Oh, I think you can, just don't do it around me. Stick with what you know, playing guitar solo with Edson and White and punk karaoke. Singing, singing, singing. Buy me a Beck's beer or pass me a bong. Give me some Bushmills, I'll sing you this song. Open another big box of cheap wine. We're over 30, we're doing just fine.
I'll sing you this song. Open another big box of cheap wine. If we take the low road, then I'll take the high.